roller, excuse me, the hydraulic flat tappet. Still get guys calling, wiping cams out and breaking it if they just missed something, or if it's pretty aggressive cam. All the manufacturers, once you pull the inner springs out for braking it, just, there's more to it with the hydraulic flat tap. You save some money. It's about a third of the cost. But once you get past that, you get broader power. You get probably more vacuum on a given size camshaft, more power, better mid-range, better throttle response, and probably, better durability. You don't have to worry about the braking and things like that. Not very low added stuff. So to me, yeah, it's definitely worth it. In the whole scheme of things, everybody's got a budget, and you can do what you can do, but it's worth it to me to spend that money up front on hydraulic roller. Like I said, past that, everything else is a pro, not a con to it. There's no real downside. Yeah. Is there a question?
On your aluminum blocks, what's the maximum cubic inches, or I should say the range for them?
The range? Right now they come with a 4170 board. And so you can put you can finish on like 4180. You can put a 400 crank in there, and build basically a 412 cubic inch. They're about to up the minimum bore size, I think, to 4250 and make 4170 an optional board. But we can go that small. And then we can go from there. We build 535s out of them. Okay. It's kind of where we max them out at, 4350 board. Got some guys that are a little bigger on the board, no problems. That's what we like. That's what we like to max them out at. It's 535, which is a 4.5 stroke and a 4350 board. And then, like we're talking about crankshafts, we can do any combination in between 3 3/4 stroke, 4 inch, 4210, and 4250, 4350, 4500. So we've got cranks for all that. Yes, sir.
Some aluminum block it's got a 4.17 board in it now.
It does.
So what would that be on
Depending on which.
the bigger it would be?
Well,
With the stock board.
if you kept that stock board, it's like building a 60 over 400 or 30 over 455. If you put a 4.5 stroke crank in that, you're going to be in the 487 to 494 range with that bore size, with a 4.5 stroke.
The bigger board you build is 450.
No. They're going to start at 4250. They're about to make a change on the blocks. Right now it's 4170. They're about to change it to 4250. But we go up to 4350. The sleeves are thick enough to go 4350 with no problem.
450 is the last you take it.
But we start at 4350 because in reality is.
This is a KWW mouse.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're talking about a sleeve block. These are hard sleeves, so you can go 4355, 4360. When you go to more sizes, you don't have to go 30 more. So most guys start at 4350. They put that many miles on it and get anywhere. You don't get much wear on these hard sleeves, but if you do, they just only 5 or 10 over. But if not, we can start at 4310 and then go to 4350 later. So it gives us some options. A 4310 board and 4.5 stroke is a 525 cubic inch. At 4250. 4250, 4.25 is a 482. 4250, 4.5. Haven't done that in a while. So 4254. You said 4.5 stroke, right? Okay, it's an option. 511, 510, 511. I recommend going bigger board. The sleeves are thick enough. You're probably not gonna wear them out. I'd at least go 4310. I mean, it's the same price to build, get cubic inches out of it. So, 525. Yes, sir.
I haven't really done my homework on this yet. 400 block, that can be stroked up to 455, 462, that's a slide size.
No. You can put we got a 4210 or a 4 1/4 stroke. 4210 is a 455 stroke crankshaft, and 4 1/4 is a little more common. They come in Chevy Roger, but that crank in your 400, you're either gonna you bore 30 over, you had exactly 455. Put a 4 1/4 stroke crank in it, you go 40 or 30 or 60 over, you'll be a 461 or a 467 cubic inch. So basically, the most popular is like a 461 or 467 cubic inch out of the 400 block. It's not the biggest, so we can put a 4 1/2 stroke in it and go to 487 to 494 cubic inch, depending on the size.
Any special machining?
With the stroker kit, in the front of the block, and you can see it on our website, you have to grind the front of the block at the oil pan rail. That's really it. We always tell people to check, but check everything. But that's really all you. Even the 4 1/2 stroke. So the block being basically the same size as your 455, the 4 1/4 definitely clears. It's just the counterweight, front counterweight hits, and it's just a locator they had in the casting in the block from the factory. There's a little spot there you have to grind. It takes 5 minutes of die grinder. Another very common question. Also, from a lot of builders, they're pricing these stroker kits to their customer. They call them, they're used to build small block Chevys. They're putting in a mill and milling them out, or they're grinding all day for clearance. It's easy with a Pontiac. So it's basically, other than that one little spot, it's a drop-in deal. It's really easy.
Dave, can you talk about your hydraulic roller lifter, the street version and the race version, the difference?
As far as the lifters themselves? Yeah. There's a, what do you call a standard travel lifter, which is just like you adjust your regular hydraulic flat tap, half a turn past zero lash, top deal. And then Johnson makes a couple other versions, with less travel. So we have what we call a short travel lifter. So less travel in the lifter, you run more spring pressure and get more RPM. Yeah. Get a little valve train noise with the short travel because you're running almost zero lash on it. But that's the only, if that's a downside, you hear a little more valve train noise out of it. Yes, sir.
How much horsepower are they running on the stick cars?
In the stick car, depends on what stick we're putting in it,
Say the old Muncies and then Cinnamon Trails.
Yeah, the Muncie, what we tell people is typically you break the tires loose before you break the transmission. If you're running just a normal street tire, right? Of course, you put a sticky tire on a drag radial, something softer, slick. That's where you're going to have the trouble with it. So there's no magic number on those Muncies, where it's going to break. And Dad used to he rebuilt those things himself for years. Always built his own, and he broke a few of them, but it's probably more from just abuse than necessarily just the horsepower level, So because back then he was running, 455s, but nothing crazy. It was like 500 horsepower motors, and he had good luck with them. But then he'd break a few occasions. But I can't say it's just because purely it hits certain horsepower. So it depends on what's done, who's rebuilt it, what's been done with it. Now your Trimix, we're selling kits from American Powertrain and also a company called Silver Sport, and they both came from guys came over from Kiesler, which was kind of the original guy that took Tremec and offered in the aftermarket with conversions, for the older cars, and so they're doing some modifications on the Trimix now. It takes a pretty big horsepower. So we've got guys with our 535s, some big power, putting them to the Trimix now and holding up. So if they put slicks on the car, take it to track and just dab at the thing, there's going to be a point where it's going to break. But they're taking a lot of power, especially on the street with the street tire, because you're going to slip the tire. You got a little forgiveness there before you start breaking drivetrain parts. But I know that's not a straight answer, because there's not really a straight answer to it. But yeah, I've got guys running 535s, 700, well over 700 horsepower. changing some gears and doing some treated gears and things like that.
Yeah.
They're just-
You've had any experience with that on the motorcycle?
Yeah, we have. I haven't had that done or had any of those built. So most of our customers, when they get to that level, they want to go ahead and have the overdrive anyway. So they're stepping up to the trending from one of those, like I said, Silver Sport, rare powertrain. So we've had so much call for that, we started carrying those kits. So a lot of guys want to buy the engine and transmission, make sure it all matches, of course. And so we put those kits together now. But really very little negative feedback at all. These guys are really beating on them and have a good one with it. So, but as far as if you just want to keep the Muncie 4-speed, I know you can upgrade the gears and do some things. This is not something we've done or offered. I've been into. Yes, sir.
I was talking to you yesterday about my 400, and you recommended that I do go over like a, I think it was 467 with a stroker kit, which is just 455 poured out. Is there any benefit to doing a stroker versus sourcing a 455 block and just building it?
Oh, yeah, we have no preference, really.
There's no benefit one way or the other?
When we say stroker, yeah, it's only 40,000 stroke, more than 455. But it also does give us, we have an option on longer rods, which takes some stress out of the bottom end, especially on a 2-bolt main motor. Takes a little side loading off the piston skirts and off the cylinder walls. So it's not just that it's just 40,000 stroke, like you said, that's not a big deal by any means. We do like that 6/8 rod, and if you're going to be running it hard, just because it takes a little stress out of the bottom end of a 2-bolt block. We were asking about the 4.5 stroke, or how big you go. We do like to put a billet 4-bolt main cap on when we go 4.5 stroke. It's not a necessity, not a necessity unless you're really going to turn the power up of RPM, but to find out the point where it breaks, you're going to break the block. So we want to find that, So we would, if we go 4.5, we like to put a billet cap on. But on the 467, 400, 428, 455 block, I have no preference. When a customer calls and quote an engine, we ask him if he has a preference, because we don't. We'll pull any of them. We've done enough, but we know we're going to make the same motor out of what we're done. Yes, sir.
Yeah, motor mounts, drag racing, off and on. Is there a better motor mount than stock that's a flat, instead of a solid mount?
Yeah, we have some polyurethane mounts. Now, what kind of car do you have in particular?
It's a 455.
What kind of car?
70.
Okay, yeah, we've got an 8-body mount. It's polyurethane. It's an interlocking mount, so that even if there was no polyurethane there, it can't come apart. So it's a stainless steel interlocking with polyurethane inside of it. And we've had those out a couple of years now.
And they'll fit on. Okay.
Yeah, they're direct bolt on. We've got some more if you just want to look at them. They're over there. Interesting. I talked to Energy Suspension and some of the other guys. I would rather not, I'd rather somebody that, like you said before, if there's somebody that's really good at what they do, I would rather, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. But nobody was interested in making polyurethane mounts for Pontiac. I was talking through the presentation. Most of these companies now realize, hey, we're a good market. There's a lot of Pontiac guys, and we're willing to buy good stuff. That's one thing. I could not get any of the suspension or the mount guys to make polyurethane mounts. We had to go have them made on our own. We found a guy that made them for us. So I do have those, and we've got them over there. I've got them for the 64 through 72. We've got them for a 67 through 69 Firebird, and then we've got the frame mounts for the second gen F bodies with the polyurethane insert already installed. So that's what we carry. But we have the GTO mounts with us. We'll look at them. Yes, sir. All right. Anybody else?